Way above our heads in cities around the world, there are hidden, living, breathing tools working to make our buildings and cities more sustainable. Green roofs! In recent decades, green roofs have become very popular to build, and for good reason, with all the benefits they provide. When it rains, they absorb water, reducing runoff and mitigating flooding. When it's hot in the summer or cold in the winter, like a fuzzy green blanket, they help insulate and regulate temperatures. They also cool the air temperature around buildings, reducing what's known as the urban heat island effect. And just for good measure, they improve biodiversity as places where birds and insects can rest and eat and live. Recognizing these benefits, the City of Toronto passed a bylaw in 2009 requiring green roofs on all new buildings larger than 2,000 square meters. But there's a challenge. Once a green roof is built up here, how do you know from down here that it's still alive and working? While they're designed to be resilient, green roofs can degrade over time, and in-person inspections are costly and labor-intensive when there are hundreds of green roofs that need monitoring. This is a problem that Dr. Halim and a team of researchers at the University of Toronto have studied, and they might just have discovered an innovative solution.
When you build green roof, it needs a maintenance. Although it's not like super intensive maintenance, but it do require some sort of maintenance. If it is not maintained properly, then they will degrade over time. By monitoring, there are two ways we can monitor. One is to go up to the roof, and then some remote way to monitor that. So going building to building and monitor is not feasible. That requires a lot of time and power.
So, the team came up with a green roof monitoring tool that could work right from the comfort of your own computer.
The green roof net is based on the AI model. We're using CNN, convolutional neural network. Every year, City of Toronto is collecting very high resolution aerial images. So what essentially it does, it takes a chunk of image like this, it identifies green roof from the image, and then kind of analyze for the health status of that. So this gives the immense power to the city that they can analyze the health and the distribution of green roof at the comfort of their office using this tool.
First, the researchers gathered hundreds of orthophotos, highly detailed and geometrically corrected aerial images of the city. These photos are regularly taken by government-hired planes for all sorts of purposes, like ensuring accurate surveying and tracking development. The researchers then showed these photos to their model, training it to spot green roofs, and crucially, to recognize healthy green roofs from unhealthy ones. After being trained, the Green Roof Net tool was set free to observe and report on the status of all green roofs across Toronto.
Detecting green roof in urban setting is difficult. So the setup that we have has been, I think, really successful in identifying the bounding boxes. There are still some limitations. At the moment, we have roughly an accuracy of 90 to 93%. It can accurately identify 100% of the time green roofs, but for detecting the ages, it sometimes misses that 7% or so.
Thanks to these promising results, it could now be much easier to make sure that green roofs are good and growing.
I would say around 90% of the green roofs are doing okay, and the 10% needs dire attention. Out of the 10%, some are already missing, and some are really degraded.
And because of how adaptable their model is, the team is optimistic that it could be used to benefit cities all around the globe.
Green roof monitoring tool, there is a lack globally. And in European countries, although they're kind of the pioneer of including green roofs for the climate benefit, there isn't really a good tool that can monitor the health. So this can be used anywhere because it depends only on the satellite data input. So if you have a clean, clear satellite data, then you're good to go.
And that's how, with just a little green thumb, we can give the green light to green roofs.